Welcome back to the channel. It is finally time to put the Fiero back on the road. We are going this week to get the plates for it. And before I go, I want to just do a few things to it to just button things up, make sure everything's 100%. So it has a fresh oil change in it already. I'm going to put some reinforcement bolts on the front lip just to make sure that is perfectly secure. It already is, but I'm just paranoid. I am going to retorque all my wheels, and underneath I have one of the little lighting strips. The tape isn't really sticking all the way and it's falling, so I'm gonna zip tie that in. And then this thing should be 100% and ready to go on the road. So even with my car on one block, it's still too low to fit the jack under it. So what I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna try and find some more wood, and I'm gonna stack it and try and go up on 2 pieces of wood to try and get this drill to fit under it. All right, the Fiero's on 2 blocks now, and I can just barely fit this drill under there. So this is gonna work perfect. So basically, I'm gonna drill through the lip and the bumper, and I'm gonna slide through this little sleeve that I made right here. I'm gonna slide through a bolt, and there's gonna be a washer on one side, and there's gonna be a washer and a nut on the other side. And then it's gonna lock everything in place, just for some extra support. So this should be pretty straightforward. Just drill through, slide it up, put the nut on the top, and it should be all set. So let's get this done. Okay, so I ran into a little issue, but not a big one. So my bumper must have been in an accident or something before, because underneath on this side, it goes across and then it bumps up a little bit underneath. It's a little tweaked. So I found a longer bolt and a nut, so it's still gonna work perfectly fine. So that was still a hiccup. And now it's time to get this side on. All right, so as you can see, they are in on both sides. It's over there, and they are tight. Right up here, it's all bolted in the top, so it's not going anywhere. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do to the lip is I'm actually gonna paint the bolt and the washer black to try and help blend into this. So let's get to it. All right, and as you can see, they are all painted black. It doesn't really look that great right now because it's still wet, but after it dries, it's gonna blend a lot better. And if there's still some silver coming through from the hardware, then I'm gonna do another coat, but I think this is gonna help and hide the hardware a lot better. All right, so there's one thing done. Let's move right on to the next. Okay, so now on the inside of the car, I've been having some trouble with this LED strip right here. This one has been falling down every once in a while and just dangling here. So I don't really want that to happen. So I'm just gonna take a zip tie and just zip right through here and just wrap it around, and maybe do another one over here just to be safe. All right, and that's all zip tied up, so I don't have to worry about that falling down anymore. So now, let's get right on to what's next. Now, it's time to check the torque on all these wheels, make sure that they're all torqued to spec so that they don't fall off when I'm driving down the road. Okay, so everything on the car is all torqued down, so that's great. And now the next thing that we're going to do is look at the license plate frames. So in New York State, I have to run a front license plate. So I have my whole front license plate thing, but it's just all faded and the license plate frame is actually rusting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that off, and I'm also gonna take the rear license plate frame off, and I'm gonna just give those a nice coat of black. And then we should be all set. So I have to wait for the paint to dry on my license plate frames and the front license plate mount. So while we wait, I actually heard that at our local Corvette dealership, there is a red C8 there. And people always make jokes about that. That's the new Fiero. So why don't we go and check it out? That was awesome. All right, so we are home. So let's grab the license plate frames and the license plate mount and let's see how it turned out. And here is the finished product. The centerpiece looks pretty good. This isn't perfect at all. I would put these on, but I don't have my plates yet. So I'm gonna wait for that and then I'm gonna put them on when I get my plates. And that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. So the Fiero is 100% ready for the road. What are your opinions on the C8 Corvette? Leave a comment down below and leave a comment of what you'd like to see next with this thing. If I can, I'd like to get this down to the Corvette dealer and see if I can get a picture of this next to the C8 because I think that would just be a cool picture. So I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. See you later.